Papa, 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 Papa. That sweaty bulldog stood in the sun. Stone Village swamp man. Slow motion run. Tenderfoot police walker. Precious birthday fudge. Swamp night. Full nail. Walking undone. Me and Harpua. Couldn't share if you are. Happens all the time. We beat Okemo. Me and Harpua. Couldn't care if you were. Happens all the time. We beat Okemo. Bitter toothless flesh, shabby pickled chin slime, evil milky rash. Me and Harpua, spastic dead-eyed hound, oozing dreadlock skull cap. We're coming to your town.
We'll help you party down.
Me and Harpua, we couldn't care if you were. Happens all the time. We beat Okemo. Me and Harpua, we couldn't care if you were. Happens all the time. We beat Okemo. So here we are. Today,
on this particular
today is
day.
a very special day in the history of Gamehenge. So we're gonna tell a little story, and what's really important about this story is it's actually happening as we speak here. It's all here tonight. So up on this hill in Gamehenge lives a man, and this man, nobody knows who he is. They've never seen him, but he lives in this really nice house, and all that comes from this house is beautiful music all the time. He scatters music all over the townspeople, and they all want to know who he is, but they can't seem to get to know him. So they try to go up there, but he's got this really mean dog named Harpua, who keeps all the people away and keeps them at bay, so nobody can know who this man is. So it's this big mystery of the town. But back down in the town, we have our old friend Jimmy, who still lives with his dad, and his best friend, his cat Poster Nutbag. But he has another best friend. His other best friend is this guy named Reed. And Reed is getting married. And Reed asked Jimmy, "Jimmy, you're my best friend. I really need your help. I need you to do something for me. I need you to be the best man at my wedding, and as part of that, I need you to find a wedding band for my wedding." And Jimmy says, "It's an honor. I'd love to do this. I have this great idea. I know this Phish tribute band named Chum. I think they'd be great." And Reed says, "That's a terrible idea. Everybody would hate that. There's no way I can do that. We got to go back to the drawing board." So they go get together and talk and brainstorm. And what are we gonna do? And they decide to go check out the man on the mountain. They don't know who he is. They don't know anything about him. So they decide they need a distraction for the dog Harpua. So they get some of the best mushrooms they can find, and they sneak up the hill, and they feed these mushrooms to Harpua the dog, and he kind of goes off into La La Land, which allows them to go back around the house, and they still hear this beautiful music wafting around. And they get into the back of the house, and there's this guy sitting there, and his hair is amazing, and he's got big dark sunglasses, and he's the voice of an angel, and he's very, very good looking. And they say, "Excuse me, sir, you're the one responsible for all the music coming down over Gamehenge." And he says, "Yes, I am. My name is Bruno Mars." So they said, wow, that's amazing, Bruno Mars. You know, it would be the most amazing thing in the world if you could play for my good friend Reed's wedding. I'm responsible for getting his band. And he says, I can't do that. So he says, but the thing that I can do, I know a secret. I know that if you play this one song, you will have forever happiness with your new bride. And I can teach you this song. And with this, Bruno Mars imparts this beautiful knowledge upon to Reed, and here to perform that song tonight, because it had to be on the night of his wedding, is Reed.
Make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me. Her laugh, she hates, but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. You know, I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same. So don't even bother asking if you look okay. You know I'll say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. Smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way.
That's the most feel-good moment in the history of Chum.
But the story doesn't end there. So the song goes off great. Bruno Mars is correct, and the two will live happily forever after because of this song. It's only because of this song. But then there's a great party, and the party rages on, and people go all night. The band they get plays till 3 in the morning. Keep going to the rage, and somebody goes outside, and they see this, look up in the stars, and Bruno Mars's face appears in the stars. It's amazing. It's a thing of beauty. But meanwhile, Harpua has been tripping on mushrooms for 3 days. So he hears all this commotion down the hill, so he breaks free and comes down the hill, and he's hallucinating. He doesn't know what he's seeing. But he gets down to the hill, and people are partying, and it's Pride weekend, so everybody's just loving the air everywhere. And he comes down, and he comes across Poster Nutbag, and they make eyes. And then they start, so something happens between them, and they start loving each other, and loving each other, and loving each other. And they keep going, and loving, and going, and going, and loving, until finally, Harpua realized Poster isn't breathing anymore. Look. Bruno Mars.
Wait. Why isn't Poster breathing?
He got loved to death. But Bruno Mars's face is gone.
Jimmy?
Yes, Dad?
I have some bad news.
What is it, Dad?
It's about your cat, Poster.
Poster Nutbag?
Your cat died. Poster is dead. Poster is dead. Poster's so dead. How about a goldfish?
I don't want a goldfish. I don't want a goldfish. I
How
don't
about
want a goldfish.
goldfish?
I want a dog.
There's a dog in the station with an ugly mutation, and it needs lubrication each day. With that dog in the station, it's mainly in rotation as a form of recreation and play. A dog. There's a dog in the station with a bad reputation. It's a sign of the nation's decay. With that dog in the station, doesn't need a vacation as the people rush by dressed in gray. A dog.
Wow.